So it's looking like Stephen A. Smith finally came out and addressed Marcellus Wiley comments about him and the reason why Stephen A. Smith got rid of Max Kellerman. I did a video covering Marcellus Wiley's video, but just in case if you missed it, let's highlight that clip again right here. Here's the video.
Max, I know Stephen A. Stephen A. wanted Max for very specific reasons. Now, I'm going to say these reasons, and everybody's going to have a reaction. He wanted Max first because he was white. He wanted Max second because he was intelligent. He wanted Max third because Max can speak on all things. But I don't think he paid enough attention because he got slapped in the face with who Max really is. And then y'all saw the awkwardness that ensued because Max all of a sudden couldn't be who Max really was. Let me take you through it. Stephen A.'s first take, the show wanted Max to speak for white America. Especially when you lose Skip Bayless, you get Max. Now, it's not just Max speak for white America, but that would allow Stephen A., you know, brother, get to speak for black America. Now, here's the problem. Stephen A., the entertainer, had to meet Max Kellerman, the educator. And boy, that was a class that had a different lesson plan. Stephen A. realized quickly that he was dealing with a whole different animal, especially on black issues, especially on societal issues. He started to realize he was getting outshined in those conversations. Outshined for these reasons, and I know these reasons, because Max Kellerman is not only a historian, he has a degree in history from Columbia University, same school I went to, Ivy League school. But the dude is a bona fide genius. Like, he is next level brainiac, for real. High school test scores off the charts. Like, next level dude. I'm just giving it to you like it is. And Stephen A. Smith has admitted many a times how he had his own learning disabilities and issues growing up. So that is, no matter how much he has advanced past that, and you can see the immense vocabulary, etc., and his intelligence on display, it's an insecurity for Stephen A. because he speaks on it as how that was an insecurity. That's fine. But now we got a problem because you got Max Kellerman in there who's supposed to go with the flow on these conversations or defer.
Okay, so Marcellus Wiley was pretty much just saying that Stephen A. Smith thought Max Kellerman was going to be some type of dumb analyst, and Stephen A. Smith really wasn't going to have somebody to kind of like give him any pushback when it comes to black issues, and Stephen A. Smith was going to be able to come out on top when it came to those topics. And, you know, Stephen A. Smith, he really does talk about his black card a lot and being a black man and speaking on those type of issues. So Stephen A. Smith, he really does take those topics serious because he says it every single time when he has to bring up his resume. And we all know Stephen A. Smith loves to bring up his resume as a black man. He says it over and over again, right? So that's what Marcellus Wiley was talking about. He did other videos on his YouTube channel as well talking about the topic. Stephen A. Smith went to the Breakfast Club. They had an interview, and he had talked about what Marcellus Wiley had to say. Charlamagne the Guy had asked Stephen A. Smith about Marcellus Wiley comments and asked Stephen A. Smith pretty much why he didn't address or did he hear what was going on? And this is what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Let's check out the clip right here.
Be sure to hit that like button for me if you haven't already. That helps this YouTube channel continue to grow. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, stay up to date with all of my current YouTube videos. Peace.
Some weeks ago, something you said, what you said several times, you wrote about it in your book. You talked about, you know, your experience with Max Kellerman working on the show. And I saw a reaction from Marcellus Wiley, and he said you got rid of Max Kellerman because Max wasn't dumb and white.
Okay. Well, let me say this. I'm not talking about, I'm going to address that last part. The first part, I'm not addressing it anymore, and here's the reason why. Some people want to do anything for clicks. Y'all don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. Established. But others have to do that. And so when you see that's the tsunami of comments and all of this other stuff, even my bosses called me. It was like, yo, man, it's in your book. Enough's enough. And I'm like, they're right. I had nothing to say about it anymore. The ratings speak for itself. The decisions that were made speak for itself. It is what it is. Business is business, period. In terms of what Marcellus Wiley said, now that I will address directly. And I only have one thing to say. He and I work together. Got a lot of respect for him. I know the man he was talking about as his best friend. I get all of that. No problem. Here's my only issue. For a black man to sit up there and say another black man is scared of somebody's intellect. Come on, bro. That's just the line you crossing. And I have nothing more to say other than that. That's sad that he would go that route. I guess that he's going to get attention because obviously everybody who watches The Breakfast Club every chance we get, and he's going to see, talk about it. I'm certainly not going to argue with him. I've always had a lot of respect for him. Me and Marcellus Wiley have never had one issue. And I don't care what support he has for his boy or anybody else. I get that. I support my boys too. But I would never in a million years say that one black man is scared of the intellect of a white man.
Damn.
I would never, ever, ever do that. And for him to do something like that, that's on him. Y'all have known me for years. The business has known me for years. I've been on national television with the #1 debate show on television for the last 12 straight years and counting. I've been winning, but more importantly, I've been in a bubble, in the public eye, on national television every day. We've had disagreements, you know what I'm saying, the whole bit. Y'all have never questioned my intelligence.
No.
Ever.
Never. Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, you know, I get it. I understand it. There's a lot of brilliant brothers out there. Max is one of them. Genius. Absolutely true. And a good brother, too. Good dude, rather. And I get that. But to me, forget all that. I wish him nothing but the best. I ain't rooting against anybody. I'm rooting for him. I'm even rooting for Marcellus. I don't want him to fail. But if I ever saw him, again, one-on-one, it would be like a black man going in a public platform and saying another black man is scared
And not
of
as
a
smart as
white
the
guy's.
man.
No. Forget not as smart, because most people are not as smart as some other people, I guess. But that don't mean we're devoid of high intellect and intelligence. But to say that I fear the intelligence of any man, I've debated Dr. Michael Eric Dyson. I've debated Cornel West. You see what I'm saying? I've been on the phone with President Obama. I've debated political pundits, and I'm not even a political aficionado. We're talking sports, y'all. This ain't science class. This ain't, this ain't geometry or trigonometry or something. This ain't, we ain't in law school trying to pass the ball. This is sports. Scared of the intellect and intelligence of a white man. Okay,
so that's what Stephen A. Smith had to say on The Breakfast Club. Stephen A. Smith pretty much is just saying that Marcellus Wiley is looking for clicks and views and trying to chase clout. Y'all get in the comment section down below. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Hit that like button if you made this far in the video. Don't forget to subscribe up as well if you're new to my channel. And I'll catch you guys on this video. And we out, guys. Peace.